He has given a warning ahead of time, and of course, we know that the battle is gonna start today. But remember, it's a Friday. It's always a roundup Friday. Well, we always give you the story right from Monday up to today. We always round it up. Yeah, you know, we had a couple of stories that has been moving around social media, and of course, yeah, talking about that since since that show of that is Papa P Sanyu concert, yeah, since that show, luckily has never rested, and of course, people have been talking a lot. Social media has been flooded. I understand that there's so many critics. When it comes to social media, a bit of it. So many people, they do always say things that they don't understand what it's all about. And of course, you see, we all know that Bushi the King did say something, about Lucky D being invited on a comment section sometimes back before Sanyu concert. But of course, so many people have taken it so personal, thinking that Bushi the King, is against Lucky D. As we all know that so many people do always know, have that in their mind that this guy Lucky D and Bushi the King, they are not in good terms. But I want to shock you. These guys, they are perfectly well. They are in good terms. They don't even hate each other. And if you listen keenly to what Bushi the King said about that, the guy was like saying Lucky D is a big artist. There's no way you can invite him, via comment section. No, it does not happen like that. So Bushi was also supporting. He was on Lucky D's side. But now when you look at the panel beaters, yeah, the guys who knows how to panel beat things, and of course that is on social media. Some of them are saying a lot of things, and I believe that those are the things that sometimes we really, really, really need to avoid. Because if you don't avoid such kind of things, it will lead us to problem. And what problem am I talking about here? The artists, they might even hate themselves. Yeah, they might hate themselves for no good reason, which is not a good thing. And we should always practice, to embrace, love and the rest of the things. Not to criticize and bring enmities among our own guys. And I love the fact that ever since that recording that Bushi the King recorded about that thing, he has not even, though people have been talking a lot on social media, he has not been replying them, meaning that there is maturity in that. Neither did I even see Lucky D commenting or replying to him. No, Lucky D also sat, he also kept quiet without replying anything. That shows maturity. So now, one way or the other, the people who are posting all these things, I think it's high time that you should get to understand that these people, even if people think they have beef between them, but trust me, those guys, the beef that they are doing is the musical business beef. Nobody understands that. But of course, the two of them understands that. If you think I'm lying, try contacting these two people. They'll also tell you the same thing. So to the people out there, the bloggers out there, please, when we are blogging, we should at least get the right information. Then we can blog with that one there, instead of creating enmities about all this art. And of course, talking about that, it's a weekly roundup where we always make sure that we give you all the details, yeah, right from from Monday up to Friday. And of course, social media again. Flooded today. Somebody also posted something. Some of these bloggers, and of course, are one of the guys. And I love the fact that we have started making news. It's good to make news so that people will have, the talking point. Those who will be saying, talking negative bit of it, they'll also be there. We always expect that there's guys who will be, negative. And there are those ones who will be positive about your post. But all in all, it's all about, creating visibility, the talkability around the entertainment industry. And one of the bloggers around city also did post something on his Facebook page, putting a pic of Monopoly, that is Eddie Topsy, Hot G the Bullet Survivor, and West B. And West be saying something about them. He also did, mention the name of Lucky D, Elton Loverboy, Bushi the King, Yeah, I think something like that. So, the comment section, if you are to go at that guy's comment section, trust me, you will know that he has been roasted seriously. Because you can't tell me, these are all West Nile artists. We are talking about the northern artists. We are here to promote them and give them a platform. So how do you feel that when you say something, such kind of things, to any of the artists? How will you feel? How do you think that the artists will feel? When I'm told that, if I'm told one of the artists happened to ask for a collaboration, what do you think that very particular artist will say? If you are trying to, segregate indirectly and say things that cannot help the industry, definitely it would bring so many enmities amongst the guys, in the industry. Saj MC still remains my name. Remember, today is a Friday, and of course we have officially resumed hosting, and we shall be having the guy himself. There is my brother from another mother from Soweto Music. That is Afro Wine at a later time. But for now, let's go for the music break. And remember, before that, we had something that came in from Kelly Sniper. He's one of the young, talented guy, and of course, in the music industry, that we pray that, he continues with his stockings up. And I believe that the guy is in the verge of doing another video. So we should keep expecting that new video from the guy. But for now, let's go for a music break. And when we bounce back, I'll also be giving you some bit of the stories of the week. That is when we bounce back. For Uncle there, you have to leave me alone. And of course, before that, we had a jam that came in from that is Tune Sharpener. But when you listen to this name, when you're pronouncing these two guys' names, and of course, Tune Sharpener and Kelly Sniper, sometimes you can really get confused. And of course, Tune Sharpener, Kelly Sniper, they are almost, but of course, these are all our own guys, and we shall always, when we reach the bridge, we shall find a way of crossing that very particular bridge. Saj MC still remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. And of course, remember, today is a Friday, and it's a Roundup Friday, where we always give you the story, we round up the story of the week. And remember, at the same time, this very particular week, and I'm now beginning to believe that it's so serious. And of course, the guys who are trying to work upon, that is LMB Rags, the Karile unit. And of course, there has been a rumors around that this guy, they're organizing for him a concert on 6th September. But of course, I'm now beginning to understand that it's really serious, because everybody is talking about that, and it's one good thing for my brother, that is LMB Rags. And as we all know, that LMB Rags is one of the big rapper around, in the greater north. And it will be a plus for him if they are to organize for him, that is a concert, because most of the artists, they have been organizing concerts for them, and the concert has been working out. Most of those legendary artists, I remember way back, I thought it was not going to work out, but of course, people joined hand together. That is for Fat A Sayo. It also worked out, and of course, so many concerts worked out here in Arua City, and I believe that because we have taken long, the last concert we had was for D-Wine Gabbana. That was the last concert that I can still remember here in Arua City. And this one, it's going to be something new. And of course, we're going to be giving out the recap of all that. And we're going to call a couple people to go and support a brother. But my only problem here is that after the concert, the guys, they still remains the same, the way they are. And of course, each and every single time, I do always expect, after every concert, at least you should have a change in life. You understand? Have something that, that the concert should change in your life. But I've seen so many of all these, not so many, but all these guys, the artists who have been doing concerts here, they have just remained the way they are. You may wonder, if you ask yourself, you'll be asking yourself that, where are the money going? Are there other parties putting the money in the concert? You will always ask yourself those kind of questions, and you will not get the answers to the question. And this time around, I believe that I only urge that the guys behind Karile, that is LMB Rags concert, they should, after the concert, LMB Rags should not remain the way he is. We all know that some of the promoters who comes in the name of giving the platform to the artists, they come just to reap, to get the money out of the artists, and they run away, which is not a good thing for the industry of Uganda musically. And of course, here in northern Uganda, that one there will never be a good thing for us. And of course, talking about concerts, and talking about that, we have Cindy, Cindy Sanyo and Dax Vibe. These people, they have scheduled also their concert this very year on the same, let me say the same date, the same Kampala city, and of course in different venues. You will ask yourself, are they trying to weigh themselves, who is bigger than who or what? And of course, and we all know that Kampala itself has a lot of population. There's so many population in Uganda. Just as Eddie Kenzo said that Kampala is big enough and the population is enough to hold even more than 3 events at the same time. So now here comes splitting minds of fans. Me, I don't see anything good with that. And of course, definitely some of the people whom you will be expecting when when a concert is held like this, when a concert is set to be, definitely there are so many artists who always feature, not only that very particular artist, like as one man alone. No, it can't happen like that. So there are some of the artists who are supposed to be invited. What if this one is supposed to perform for Cindy, and the other one also for Daz Vibes, Cartel, and so sometimes it confuses the mind of fans. Me, I would only urge them, at least it should only not happen here within Greater North, so that we don't split our fans' mind. That is not a good thing. We all know that, the facts remain that the population in Kampala is that enough to, to hold more than that concerts. But for me, if you ask me, that is my own opinion. Then also asking myself, why is it that our own concert, not leave alone the concert, why is it that our own artists here within West Nile, like within Greater North, let me say, talking about, not talking, let me leave along the North, Greater North, let me talk about West Nile. When a single artist is to hold the show, the turn-up is always very, 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 very poor compared to Madi sub-region and Aluru sub-region. I don't know what is happening with our brothers here in Lugbara. Let me say generally here in Arua City. You will find that this is what, even if you ask anyone, when when one-man artist comes to put up a show, trust me, people do not turn up, in the expected number. I really ask myself, why is it that happening here in the city? And yet, we are the people who are behind all these things. We are supposed to support these people from day one up to. We are supposed to be supporting them, but why is it that it's happening? So we really need to have we really need to have a recap, and we need to sit down and analyze all this. At least, even if an artist, let me give for example, if I'm told Kelly Sniper happens to organize his show within the city, why won't you come to support him? Let's keep on supporting each other. You see, when Lucky D has a show in when Lucky used to organize a show, a single man show, even in Paida, anywhere along around Aluru sub-region, it will always work out. Not only Lucky D, but also all the guys. Talking about Kaga Boy and the rest of the guys, the Rolling Snake, Starboy Junior, Asulifa, mentioned by the few. It always works out for them. Why is it that that is not working out for here in the city, where we all believe that is the center bolt of West Nile as a sub-region? So we really need to style up, we the fans. I am also one of the fans, so we really need to style up and start supporting our own guys. And of course, for God and my country, Saj MCC remains my name. It's the last edition of this very particular week, and it's a Friday, and of course the 23rd of May, and trust me, this is what we do each and every single time. We always make sure that we give you the recap of that. And for the people who are planning, who are warming up for the launch of Coffee Pack, that is in Tungamu, I pray that you guys you should be ready for that, because we're gonna have a lot of performances tomorrow. That is talking about Diamond Platinum. He will be gracing that stage. Eddie Kenzo, Big Size himself, Biabe will also be there, and many more. And of course, many artists. There will be very many artists right there, and different arts will be taking place that right there at Coffee back. So make sure that you be there, support Uganda, and Uganda will also support you at the same time. Sergeant MC, like I said, still remains my name. And let's go for the music break. And when we bounce back, guess what? We're gonna be having that is the boss. He calls himself the ladies' wine, and of course, Zonjima Problem. That is Afro wine, who we shall be premiering. That is Money Maya. That is after this music breaker. We shall be hosting, welcoming the guy that is Afro wine right on the stage here. Let's go for the music break, and when we bounce back, keep expecting. That is the ladies' wine. The guy himself, the guy who calls himself the ladies' wine in our own language, Zonjima Problem. And I'm not forgetting the music canter. So wait your boss is finally here in the house with me. And of course, without wasting time, let me first take this time to welcome this my brother. My brother, what's up?
Easy man,
You're looking dope, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Somebody told me that Rasta men, they don't eat meat. Is it true?
Being a Rasta doesn't mean carrying dreadlocks now.
What does it mean?
I might be carrying my locks, but I might not be a Rasta man. Yeah.
So dreadlocks, having dreadlocks
I think Rasta man or Rastafarianism is something to do with the spirituality. Spirituality. Yeah, but I'm just carrying my locks for the truth that they really make me cute.
They really make you cute.
They really make me
All right, the guy himself, you had him all. The reason that's why he's carrying the dreads because he feels like it makes him.
Yeah, it's my identity. In fact, it's my identity.
Your identity.
Yeah.
All right, let me welcome you once again. What is that your name? And of course, let me say, I don't want to do that. Because,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my host, Sarge. Thank you so much. Thanks big time to all the viewers out there. Call me Afro Wine, aka the ladies' wine, aka the #1, aka Unstoppable, aka West Nile Music Rambo,
aka my problem. AKA that is Afro Wine. Break it down now. Definitely there are always reason behind names. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically my name Afro Wine was given to me when I was back in high school in Ombachi.
Because
there was a guy called Afro Man, an American called Afro Man. Yeah, he did a song called Agara. Oh, because I gotta, because I gotta, because I gotta. Da, 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 da. So he used to carry an Afro hair.
An Afro hair.
Yeah, he used to carry an Afro hair. So back in school, I used to also have a lot of hair. So people used to say that I imitated that guy. That's how they gave me the Afro name. So they started calling me Afro. Back in time, I used to be a big time Bobby Wine fan.
Yeah?
Bobby Wine.
Yeah, you used to wine with him.
I used to be a very, very big time Bobby fan. During the times of Mbada, Wendy, Adam Nekawa, Abalunji, Barumia, those songs. You remember those old
I remember
Bobby Wine songs, Akagoma. Yeah, so I used to be a Bobby Wine fan. I really used to like him so much.
So that's why you picked that.
Yeah, that's where the wine came from.
The wine came from.
Yeah.
Meaning that UK and Uganda made Afro wine.
No, not really UK. US.
US.
And Uganda.
US and Uganda.
Yeah.
And of course, all spelling starts with U.
Sure.
So UK
and US.
US
and Uganda.
US and Uganda.
US and UG. Let's make it that way.
And of course, the US and UG, they made Afro wine.
Afro wine.
Who is Afro wine?
The #1, the future of West Nile music. I remember back in time when I came here premiering my video of Aiko. That time I told that time when we came here premiering that song, by then you were here with the DJ Mosh, Hassan Big Brother. You were also around, I think.
I was.
If I can vividly remember.
I was.
That very moment, I told you guys a year that I see the difference between Afro wine and success in the music is just time. And the time is like a second.
Like a second. I love that confidence.
Yeah, so after that, I came up with a number of songs. After Aiko, I came up with Onzitu. I worked on the video, but we didn't release the video because of some 2-3 issues that happened between me and the director of that video. So after that, after Onzitu, Onzitu in Lugbara, or in English, Onzitu is like too bad.
Too bad.
Someone declaring himself as too bad. So when I released Onzitu, I was trying to declare to the rest of my musicians out there that I am too bad. Afro wine it's Onzitu. Iswanzi yo kemeta Onzitu. Karile yo kemeta Onzimba zati kira meta Onzitu. I was trying to tell West Nile that Afro wine has become too bad. Even the ladies,
they are scared.
The ladies have now declared that Afro wine has become too bad. Even the gents have declared that Afro wine has become too bad. Even the elderly ones, our wazees, have declared that Afro wine has become too bad.
So the Afro wine has become too bad. And of course, the Afro wine, we all know that you even
too bad.
Even me personally, I fear. The speed of which in which you're traveling, I might crash if I stand in front of you also.
Oh, automatically I'd been telling my guys back there, my team basically, I'd been telling my team, where we are going is not where cowards will go. If you know that you are a coward, get off my car.
Because
where I am going, anyone who comes on the way must be coming there to clear for us the way. But if you're coming there with the intention of trying to block the way, you will be crushed, my dear. Where Afro wine has reached, my friend, I worked so hard.
You worked so hard.
I really worked
of course,
very hard.
We all know that Asia and everyone, you have worked so hard, to be where you are right now. So how do you maintain how do you manage to maintain, where you are, where you are generally? Okay, first things first. I always make sure to take care of my humility. I have to be very humble every now and then. You see that? Very humble. Be disciplined. Being disciplined is one of the key factors. And secondly, I need to understand the type of business I am into. You see that? Music to me is a business. True that. I don't take music like other people, like other Western artists are taking it. No. I take music as business. That's why when you book Afro for a show, my friend, you tell me you're paying me 700, 800K or 1 million. When I get on the stage there, I give you exactly or even more than what you have paid. Yes. But of course, what you have paid, bringing me into that, and you remember the previous, you had a show last Sunday. Yeah. You had a show last Sunday. Yeah. In fact, every weekend I'm having shows. Every weekend you have shows. But let's leave along the other one there. With the Spice there, you had the Motor Loud out. There was a lot of rumors that happened. And of course, you were a part of the artist. Yeah. I was not only a part of the artists. I should say, cream. Yes, cream de la cream. Among the artists. Yeah, I was among the top 3 most paid artists. So now, yes. The rumor says that the ballers were not paid, and of course that's why okay. Concerning that, I'm not going to talk about it here on air. You see, I had the contract with them. They played their part. I played my part. That's all. So the rest of the things you don't want to know. No. If someone comes apart out of the 2 partners, my team and their Motor Loud team, if someone else comes to me concerning that business, no, I'm not going to say anything about that. But what I can tell my fans out there is Afro wine irindra among the top 3. Pani offense and the angirisi. Do you even know that some people were going on the streets saying, Afro whining a lot, why should they be paid all this amount of money? I said, I wanted to insult on screen, man. But of course, why do you think that, let me first ask you, Afro Wine, why do you think that you were amongst the top 3 highly paid artists? My friend, who doesn't know Badman Afro Wine when it comes to entertainment? I am not just a singer, no. You are an entertainer. I am an entertainer. So the promoters paid me, looking into taking into consideration the fact that if I jump on that stage, my friend, it's gonna be fire. So send the animal of I'm not just a singer. You find it in Arua. Let me concentrate on Arua.
they are artists. When back at kids stage, when artists come on stage, someone performs as if he is sick or he's which is he did not take the other meals. Our artists are very weak. I think they don't understand the art of the business.
Of the business.
You see, when you're going for war, you go for war.
When you're fully equipped with magazines.
When you are going to kill, man, you have to go and kill. You have to equip yourself well, man.
And of course, when you're going to kill, you have to kill. Let's first take it back to the production team. And of course, I know the baddest boy, because you're right there, Mary. I know you're right there. And of course, the boy, the baddest. You're gonna give us some music video from that is Soweto. That is talking about Mama Baby. Remember today we are up to premiering. That is Money Mine. But before that, first give us some jam from this guy. That is Mama Baby. The song he did with the GS Swag. I don't know what's up with GS Swag, but of course let's first watch out for this music. But I would love as the music plays, you keep on singing. You understand? You
That's my thing. That's my thing.
Music. The future of Western music. And of course, you saw that video, and of course, one of the most beautiful videos. And when you listen to the content in that very particular music video, trust me, you will be knowing that there's a future in this particular guy.
Basically, what I do is edutainment. When I'm doing my music, I don't just do entertainment. No, edutainment.
You entertain and educate
you know, there's a brother of mine who asked me, I'm marking on God the King. Go when you want to sing about that bottle. Oh, this bottle. If you want to sing about this bottle and the water in it, the message meaning God Nikira truly, it's about this bottle and the water in it. Not just trying to beat around the bush. No. We do real stuff, man.
Real stuff. And of course, I've seen the future in you in the whole of West Nile sub-region. But of course, now let's get back to business. My brother Soweto.
Sure.
That is AKA. Afro Wine, aka Music Canter, aka The Ladies Wine,
Rambo.
My Problem, aka Afadria Minute. So now, Afro Wine, I want to understand something from you. We have seen a couple of guys moving out, each on a daily basis. They move out on a daily basis. You find them in clubs, doing, in clubs each and every single time. How do you manage to, to keep yourself away from such?
No, I am not just your regular artist out there. No. I am a complete entertainer. Complete one. I am not a wannabe. So, in the first place, I am married. There's time for everything. I am married. I am an entrepreneur. I have been in business for the last 14, 15 years. You see this? So, I am a father.
Father of?
No, but I am a father of children. Yeah, that is the truth. So now, what you my Tony man for mu and ve achi bada club. When you see me in a club, know that your man is club it's going to bring me back returns. When I give 10,000 years Mariada, it's going to come back 10 times also. I don't go out there. Why should I go out there? In fact, my biggest motivators are my children. When I see my children, when I'm with my children, they motivate me into being a better person. You see that? So why should I go out there where I'm not motivated? It's better I stay here with my children.
Where are your children motivated?
Yeah, where the mothers of my children also motivate me.
But I love the fact that you're so proud of who you are.
Okay.
You're so proud of the family. And because so many people, so many of the entertainers, when you ask them, so many of the entertainers not educated.
They don't.
So no. when you ask them, they intend to get around, try to get away with that, with this such kind of question. But of course, I love the fact that you are that.
I am Afro because of my family. Family comes first. I can never run away from my children. I can never run away from the mothers of my children. Family comes first.
Family comes first.
Because everything I do here is for my children.
You do it for the family and the children. So now, Afro Wine, we have seen a couple of guys, decline, decline in the industry. They come fully forced, but of course, reaching a certain point, there's a way they start accelerating reverse gear. Understand? They put reverse gear and they start accelerating as in in a high speed, as going back.
Yeah, I understand.
We have seen guys who have been, who have been lifting up the, the umbrella, but of course they are declining. You understand? They are declining. What do you think is the cause of the declaration of our music?
It's not gonna be one. It's not over. Yeah, Loneko. It can't just be one factor or two. There should be a number of factors out there.
So give me 3 factors. Why you think our music is declining?
No, I think they don't know why they went into music. Some people don't know why they went into music. I can see someone like my brother Kelly Sniper. I'm not mad over Kelly Sniper and I'm just saying because he's my G here now. My mood is studio there. So you might find Kelly sees Afro-Wine doing good in music. And even a guy having him music, even a guy, but he refit goes back. Doesn't exactly understand reason in it. Even our guys are so much into drugs, man. Our guys are so much into drugs. Very many young artists out there are struggling too much with drugs. If you think I'm lying,
go and testify.
Take it or leave it. And thirdly, our guys before going into music, my expectations someone just thinks he or she is going to make money. You see that? A lot of money.
Not knowing that it takes time.
It takes time and patience, my friend. A lot of discipline. There's a number of factors.
So now,
fourthly, cover my is on the majority of our girls, our young girls who are aspiring artists, man and I think they don't really have that energy to push on. They want free things. Yeah.
Our girls,
most especially with our girls, it happens with our girls. Small benefits. Someone is excited over a very small benefit. But in a minute of someone promises you an audio of 100,000. Audio meaning that it takes like a week or two. Process that diesel, my friend. Audio than more a destiny.
But the
even before the audio.
Even audio than a week we read. So audio than it there's already
but just basically your man it's all ones our guys should develop an attitude of not giving up. Our guys anzilekea free sana, but they don't want to work.
But so now talking about that audio need desirable, and of course you did say talking about audio need desirable. But Afro-Wine, what do you see? Because we have seen a couple of artists, getting themselves, like an artist dating an artist. According to you as Afro-Wine, is there any future of an artist dating a fellow artist?
No,
musically.
Letter happens with anyone. It's there. It can happen. It can happen. Because if you see the mother of my kids, it's my dancer. You see that? The mother of my kid.
No, let's leave along the dancing bit of it. Let's do the singing. You understand? Like an artist. Let's leave along the dancers. You understand? There's a far much difference between dancer and an artist. You understand? And of course, me, I'm talking about a fellow artist. Getting into in a relationship with a fellow artist. Musically, what future do you see in that music?
Kind of my if I was to fall in love with a lady who is an artist, it would work. Why not? Because first and foremost, we would first have to understand that music is a different thing. Some music music in it, then some family family. Yes, that way things can work. That way things.
Why I'm
work.
saying this because remember, we remember sometimes back our brother Vic did posted some video talking about that is Slim Diva. And Slim Diva, as we speak right now, they have already parted ways. With the father of our kid. This, let me say the father of our kid that is ex-bomber. As we speak right now, they are no longer there. But of course, the relation that stayed only for 1 year, and a baby, and it's no more. So what what are they trying to show the people out there? That's why I felt so much interested that to ask this question of what use will it be? Yeah.
Inira concerning V-Click, Slim Diva, no my boyfriend, for reasons best known to me, I don't want to comment on that. But now, anyone can fall in love with anyone and they can build. Even in the churches, people break up. Yeah, after pastors, they also break up with their wives. It's only I feel it's only when you understand what you are going into. And the person you are going into this thing with, you have to take your time to understand that person. If you really understand the person's weaknesses and his strengths, that way you can work out things. If my wife, who is a singer, knows that Afro is weak, sometimes he does this because of such a reason, then I have to leave him some space. It's better than in the relationship. I'm having because and why they go into relationships the guys don't know. They don't know.
So let's leave that one aside. Let's get back to Soweto business. So Soweto business. So tell me, you for how long have you been in this industry? And ever since you picked up, like, let me say, the breakthrough. So how long have you been in that?
The truth is that very many people don't. You know why I'm succeeding every now and then?
Tell me, give me that secret.
One truth is because very many people in the industry do not know exactly the person they are dealing with. They don't know Afro wine. People don't know me, but I know them in and out. I'm telling you. Very many people don't know who Afro wine is. The guy is called Afro wine.
But they didn't know.
But they don't know where this guy came from.
And where he's going.
Who exactly this guy is. They don't know. My first song I did in 2007, when the majority of the guys in Arua who are doing music now were very young boys. We're kids. Let me tell you one thing. I graduated university. I graduated in 2012. You see that? Then Monopoly, I'm sorry to put his name in this thing. Then Monopoly graduated in 2018. You see this?
6 years.
So how do you expect someone like Monopoly to know Afro wine more than Afro wine knows Monopoly? So they look at me as a because I am a tiny guy. Yeah. They treat me like a baby.
Not knowing that.
Not knowing.
In our language they say Okuma TUK.
Yeah. So as they are busy, they are trying to pamper me, thinking that I'm a kid. I wait for the right time. And when I hit, I hit the hardest spot, man. I hit you to a point that you cannot even recognize yourself.
That's what you've done, musically.
My friend.
So how long have you been in the industry?
Yeah, Ongoma Bokore, my first song, I released it in 2007. 2007, I completed my senior 6 in 2006. 2007, I released one song with DJ Ronnie. Yeah, when did DJ Ronnie work in Arua?
Yeah.
In the Audio Waves production.
Audio Waves, yeah.
Yeah. And got under Jack P. Late Jack P. Rest in peace. And by the way, that was also Jack P's first song.
By then?
Yeah. So when I did that song, something
you
just...
You did that song with Jack P. when Jack P. was a DJ at Paradise?
No. He was just a stay-at-home kid. Sure. We couldn't the same community. Yeah. He was a church boy.
So now, being a church boy. So now, let's say, talking about that, you have been, in the industry, you have been really for a very long time now.
Yeah.
So what is your project, like the next project after this premiere, the one we are going to premiere?
The far have come after. In Arua City, I'd been getting big shows even before Pamela. I was already performing on big stages. I curtain raised for Chameleon. I curtain raised for Sheba. I curtain raised for Fie, for Tonix, even when Fali came, I performed. I shared the same stage with Fali before releasing Pamela. You see that? And then after releasing Pamela,
you became.
Who didn't know that the Pamela was a banger, man? He can me. Yeah.
So what is the next project?
Saturday I've come with a song called Manima, yeah? With the video which we are soon premiering here. Man, I think I've really come from a very, very far distance. But in a very, very short period of time. In Angongoma for 2007, and then I realized that I was not yet ready for music.
You stayed back.
I had to tactically retreat.
You retreated?
I had to retreat and prepare myself again, man. And when I came back, who didn't feel me, man?
Everyone.
Everyone. Ladies were all mine, man.
That's why you call yourself ladies' wine.
As the money tells the Maria, I've got money out of music. The truth is, I really got money. I have a house already. I have a house, man. I have a complete house, man.
In the name of that song.
A real house. Yeah. So I have a house. I have my family. I have my children. So my next project, I want to thank God. Yes. I'm going to thank God in my next project. I'm going to do a gospel song.
A gospel song?
Yeah.
You want to thank God?
I want to give my life to Christ, man.
You want to thank God?
I want to thank God.
And of course, and now talking about all these artists, we have seen a couple of artists who, in West Nile. Whom do you think that is the best, that you did a collab with G.A. Swagger, you did a collab way back with the that is late Jack P, and you're still to do more. In West Nile, let's talk about Northern Uganda. Northern Uganda, definitely. Whom do you think you feel like you should do a collab with?
I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to say this. Out there, if you're a West Nile artist, I respect all of you. I respect each and every West Nile artist.
Different capacities.
But, me don't go 2010, see? I'm sorry. My mentors, my real mentors, and the 2003, 4, 5, people, Mama called the Pingo Man. Legendary Pingo Man, salute wherever you are.
Yeah, because of the time factor.
But that guy really in Namani tongue of Okoroni. I am a big time Lingala dancer.
So you feel like
Pingo Man, JM Kennedy, #1, Sautia Simba. Then Fat A, I respect you so much. Then the Black Harmony, Akune cool.
The other side of Aluriland.
Whoa. Lucky D, 5,000 ZB. Salute. Wherever you are, know that I love you so much. You inspire me a lot. I would always wish to be, if I am not like Lucky D, I would always wish to be his disciple.
His disciple?
I don't, die with him. In one way, I don't really feel that I should be Lucky D. But I just wish to be one of the closest guys next
to him.
The 12
and
disciples.
And of course, your last word to the fans, fans out there who have been watching right from the beginning, they would be wishing to hear your last word.
Sure. My people out there, I really thank you so much. Kamani on the area, I would have said something, a word or two, that would have not sounded well. Mabadani. It took him a right if I had said something bad. But this is still your bad boy, Afro Wine, the #1, the ladies one, the future, West Nile music, Rambo.
And of course, let's get straight to the premiering of the video. So now we're gonna be. This is how we're going to do it.
I love you all.
Afro, this is how we're going to do it. You're gonna start singing while we play the video. We're gonna sing together as we premiere it. Physical.
Mani Maye is my latest track. Man Maye is about an orphan, the plight of an orphan, an abandoned orphan.